Hi everyone, I'm Jackie and welcome to my channel, Cherished Memories Crochet. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet my NickiCole granny square. This is a smaller version of my Adriana granny square. I wanted to make a blanket and kind of keep with the style of my Adriana granny square, but I wanted something smaller, so I came up with this version here. It's a little bit smaller, but it still has the same style as my Adriana granny square. And I used a 6mm hook, and they're about 6 inches wide. And I've got one with the pink petal. And here's one with the white petal, and then the yellow. And one with the yellow petal and the white. So we'll go ahead and get started. I've already got my yarn attached. So we're going to chain 4. And now we're going to slip stitch into that first chain there. Just like that. Now we're going to chain 2, and this acts as our first half double crochet. And now we're going to go right into the center of that chain 4 and do a half double crochet. Just like that, and now chain 1. And you're going to do 8 total sets of these. I'll do one more with you. 2 half double crochets. And a chain 1. So go ahead and do that until you have a total of 8 sets of 2 half double crochets and a chain 1, and I'll meet you here at the end. Okay, I'm at the end, and now what we're going to do is don't forget that last chain 1 there. We're going to slip stitch into the top of that chain 2. Now we're going to chain 1 and fasten off. And for those that prefer a written pattern, I've already got a written pattern. I'll go ahead and put a link to it in the description box. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and get your second yarn and attach it to any chain 1 space. It doesn't matter which one. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to chain 3, and this chain 3 acts as our first double crochet. And now we're going to do, in that same chain 1 space, we're going to do 3 more double crochets. So with that chain 3 acting as a double crochet, we're going to have a total of 4 double crochets. And now we're going to skip over to this next chain 1 space, and we're going to do 4 double crochets all in the same chain 1 space. And one more. And that's all you're going to do for this row. You're just going to jump over to each chain 1 space and do 4 double crochets in each chain 1 space. And at the end you should have a total of 8 sets of 4 double crochets. So go ahead and do that, and I'll meet you here at the end. Okay, I've got all 8 sets of my 4 double crochets, and now we're going to end row 2 by slip stitching into the top of that chain 3. Okay, now for row 3, what we're going to do is how we're going to start that is we're going to kind of go backwards between our last set of 4 double crochet and our first set, and we're going to do a slip stitch. Just like that. And now we're going to skip over the next 2 double crochets, and in between the second and third double crochet, we're going to do a half double crochet, 4 double crochets, and 1 half double crochet, all in that same space. This is what it should look like. We've got a half double crochet, 4 double crochets, and a half double crochet. So now what we're going to do is between these 2 sets of 4 double crochet, we're going to do a slip stitch. And that's all you do for this row. You're going to jump over here between the second and third double crochet, and that's where you're going to do your 1 half double crochet, 4 double crochets, and another half double crochet. And then you're going to jump over here in between the 2 sets of 4 double crochet, and you're going to do another slip stitch. I'll go ahead and do another one with you. I'm going to jump over here in between the second and third double crochet and do a half double crochet. Now I'm going to go right back in the same space and do 4 double crochets. And a half double crochet there. And I'm going to skip over here between the 4 sets of or between the 2 sets of 4 double crochet and do a slip stitch. So go ahead and continue that same pattern all the way around, and you should have a total of 8. This will be the top of the petal, a total of 8 of those, and I'll meet you here at the end. Okay, I'm at the end here, and we're going to slip stitch into this first slip stitch we did at the beginning of the row, and it helps. That farther loop wants to kind of slant down, so it's kind of easier to find it if you kind of like pull on it like that. And I'm still having a little hard time there. Okay, so we're going to slip stitch into that. Just like that. Now we're going to chain 1 and fasten off. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use white again. And we're going to attach that next color to, you're going to go to your petal top, and it's going to be on the 4th stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's on your 3rd double crochet, but the 4th stitch over. And you're going to attach your yarn there. Okay. And now we're going to chain 3, and this acts as our first double crochet. And now we're going to do 2 more double crochets in the same stitch. So with the chain 3 counting as a double crochet, we have a total of 3 double crochets. Now we're going to chain 2, we're going to go right back in the same stitch there, and we're going to do 3 more double crochets. So this will be our first corner. And one more. So this is what it should look like so far. We've got the chain 3, 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 double crochets. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do a triple crochet. For those that don't know how, I'll show you. I'll go real slow. We're going to work right here where we slip stitch between the petals. The slip stitches, that's where we're going to do the triple. You're going to yarn over 2 times, just like that. We're going to go underneath that slip stitch because we're going to cover up the slip stitch with our next stitches. Going to go through there. We're going to yarn over, pick that loop up, bring it up. Now we have 4 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over, go through the first 2, yarn over, go through the second 2, yarn over, go through the last 2. Just like that. Now we're going to chain 1, and now we're going to do 1 more triple crochet in the same space right here. Going to yarn over 2 times, just like that. Insert your hook, yarn over and pull that loop up. We have 4 loops on our hook. Mine's going to be a little bit loose. You're going to yarn over, go through the first 2, yarn over, go through the second 2, yarn over, and go through the last 2. Just like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the next petal top, and we're going to do slip stitches in the 3rd and 4th stitch. So 1, 2, here's the 3rd stitch. We're going to do a slip stitch, and don't do these too tight because we're going to do a half double crochet on top of them, and then on top of the 4th stitch another slip stitch, just like that. Now we're going to jump over here between the 2 petals again, and we're going to do the same thing that we did here. We're going to do a triple, a chain 1, and another triple over the slip stitch. So we're going to yarn over 2 times, insert our hook, yarn over and pull a loop up, 4 loops on our hook, yarn over, go through the first 2, yarn over, go through the second 2, yarn over, go through the last 2. Going to chain 1. Now if you've done the Adriana granny square, you'll notice that I'm just doing 1 chain between the triples. In this one, in the Adriana, I do 2. But for this one, we're just going to do the 1 chain. Now we're going to do another triple, yarn over 2 times, insert our hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through the first 2, yarn over, go through the second 2, yarn over, go through the last 2, just like that. Now we're ready for our next corner. We're going to count over 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and in that 4th stitch is where we're going to do our next corner. Going to do a double, 3 total doubles right there. It's 2, 3, chain 2, and 3 more double crochets. This is our second corner. And so you're going to continue this same pattern. After your corners, you're going to go over here and you're going to do your triple, a chain 1, and another triple all over that same slip stitch. And then you're going to come over here, and on top of the 3rd and 4th stitch, you're going to do a slip stitch. Then you're going to jump over here, and on top of this slip stitch, you're going to do a triple, chain 1, and a triple. And then you'll be ready for your 3rd corner. You're going to count over to the 4th stitch, and that's where you'll do your 3rd corner. So go ahead and do that, and I'll meet you here at the end of the row. Okay, I'm at the end of the row. Now we're going to slip stitch into the top of that chain 3 there. Just like that. Now we're going to work our way over to the corner, slip stitch into the next 2 stitches, slip stitch into that corner, just like that. Now we're going to chain 2, and this acts as our first half double crochet. Now we're going to do another half double crochet, just like that, chain 2, and 2 more half double crochets in that corner there. Just like that. Okay, now we're going to do a half double crochet in the next 3 stitches on top of those double crochets. Okay, and we're going to do a half double crochet right there in the triple crochet. And now we're going to do 2 half double crochets inside of, or in between these 2 triples, right in the chain 1 space. And I put 2 in the chain 1 space instead of putting 1 half double crochet in the chain 1 space and another one in this triple, because see, we put 1 in this triple. And why I chose to go ahead and not put anything in this triple and just put 2 half double crochets in here is because when you put 1 in this one, it kind of droops this loop here and it doesn't look as neat. So that's why I go ahead and put 2 half double crochets in that chain 1 space, and then I just skip over that one. And now we're going to do 1 half double crochet in each of these slip stitches. And if you made them loose, they'll be easy. Okay. Okay, so see how that doesn't droop down? It's because this half double crochet is pulling up on it. You can go ahead and try it and see which way you like it better, but I'll go ahead and show you. Okay. So I've got 1 in this triple, 1 in the chain 1 space, and I'm going to put 1 right there in that second triple. So like that, and I'm going to go ahead and put 1 in this one here. See, it just doesn't look as neat. Although this looks better than most of them does, but I just like the way it looks with 2 of them in the chain 1 space. The count comes out the same, so we're just doubling up in the chain 1 space. Okay. So see how it looks so much more neater there? Okay, so we just finished up putting a half double crochet in each of the slip stitches. Now we're back to our triples. I'm going to put 1 half double crochet in that triple, 2 half double crochets in this chain 1, and now we're to our last 3 double crochets of the row. We're going to put a half double crochet in each one of those. And now we're ready for our second corner. And that's, we're going to do 2 half double crochets, chain 2, and 2 more half double crochets in that corner. And that's all you're going to do for this row. This is what it should look like. You're going to have your corner here. We did our chain 2, a half double crochet, chain 2, then we put 2 more half double crochets in that corner. Then the next 3 stitches we did a half double crochet on top of each of those double crochets, half double crochet on the triple, 2 half double crochets inside the chain 1 space, a half double crochet in each of the slip stitches, a half double crochet on top of this triple, 2 half double crochets in the chain 1 space, and a half double crochet in the next 3 stitches, which is on top of the double crochets. Then there's your corner 2 half doubles, chain 2, and 2 half doubles. Just like that. So go ahead and continue that same pattern all the way to the end, and I'll meet you here. Okay, so I'm at the end, and we're going to slip stitch into that chain 2. There we go. And you can either chain 1 and fasten off here. What I like to do is I like to work my way across here and do a slip stitch into the corner, because it just gives it a much smoother look there. Okay, so now I'm going to chain 1 and fasten off. Flatten it out a little bit, and there's your NickiCole granny square. And for comparison, here is my Adriana granny square, and here is the NickiCole one. They're about, the NickiCole is about a ½ inch smaller on each side there. And I will put a link to the Adriana granny square in case you'd like to try it out also. And I want to thank you for joining me today, and I hope you enjoyed my tutorial and had fun making it. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Until then, God bless and happy crocheting. Bye-bye.